Now I wonder if this is working. If it's not working, that's not great. But it could also be working.
The champion
See,
from Tokyo, Japan,
all I know is this.
weighing in
I haven't done
at
this in a long time.
180 pounds, he is
Oh
the
no, I can hear him.
Raw
I can hear myself.
Cruiserweight champion.
Haha.
The
There we go.
superstar.
Anyway, I am streaming dub like I used to. Because I haven't done this in a long time. I've been very close to the end of this season, so I figured I might as well finish it up. There shouldn't be that many episodes left before Ramblemania. So there is that. And I'm just going to be talking to myself, maybe all night. This should go about 80 minutes, I think. This is an episode of Roar, Shakedown, and Venom. It has been 2 years, according to the stats I'm seeing, it has been 2 years since I've streamed, which is pretty funny. I'm doing alright, I'm doing pretty good. But, I was going through, obviously, PS5 now. But I went back on my PS4, because my PS5 is cooked. I have a bunch of footage that has never been used. So, yeah, it just made sense to finish up at least the season. Because this is just sitting on my old PS4. All this footage that I never streamed for RUW. And like I said, it's 2 years. 2 years since I've streamed the darn thing. So I'll finish it up. Just to do it. Just because I don't like to leave things unfinished. And I guess I should probably post about this in the Discord. That makes too much sense. I won't do that. No, I'll do it. What should I say? Like, oh my. There you go. I should probably tell Vince Russo, but I won't. Also, I'm aware there's going to be like a really annoying like humming. That's my PS4. It's full of dust. It's a decade old. And that's just what it sounds like. I've tried everything. I've tried to like point my mic away from it, and that's still happening. But I figure it's not too big a deal because it's been, like I said, like 2 years since I streamed. I gotta finish the story. It's in the title. Also, if people do show up, then obviously we can talk about like actual. Oh, hurrah! Dean Stevens. What the frick? Ace. Oh, I wonder what Ace's old name was. Was your name always Ace? Yeah, what the F? Says Ace. Hurrah, says Dean Flood. Yes, I am streaming dub for the first time in a very long time. And as I said before some of you gentlemen joined the stream, it's because I have... Oh, Brassel! Yeah, Anthony Brassel. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember what different names you're here with. Dude, what's up? How are you guys doing, by the way, in real life? Where you guys living? Is it the same place as you were? You got locked in the bathroom or something? No, hold on. I think I have all the doors closed. It's just a rather open room. I do not have a good streamer setup. So I do apologize for that. Maybe I'll improve it in the near future. New managing moderators. YouTube is throwing features at me like I care. Don't throw features at me. Don't throw features at me, bro. Doing good. Still in Ireland in the third year of my degree. That is some good news. North Ireland, correct? I believe, if I remember correctly. I hope you enjoy a nice, delicious Apache pizza, Dean. But yeah, good to hear from you. So if anyone actually cares of what's going on screen right now, so apparently on my last stream I did 2 years ago, the main event, Kenta defeated Speedy for the Cruiserweight Championship. So this is a bit of a rematch, and I've thrown myself in it. No Republic. Oh, okay. Sorry for misremembering. That's way cooler in my opinion. Haha, Apache Pizza, yes, so good. I'm doing good, bro, from Milwaukee. I'm 20 now. I remember watching RUW in like 6th grade. I'm glad I had that effect on somebody. I'm glad. I remember I watched plenty of like early YouTube people that have just like disappeared over time. You know, either they went away or their channels got taken down. So I guess it is fun that I got to be that for people too, in a little way. I remember FK Puzz. I remember I used to watch this guy play Left 4 Dead 2 and like Battlefield 2 and 3. I forget his name. But yeah, early YouTube was fun. You guys actually still watch any wrestling, or have you given up on it mostly? Nice to see you found your 2K disc. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is 2K19. All this footage from way back, just never used. So I figure we got to finish the story. Let me look at what the card is for this show. I still watch AEW. I don't really watch some New Japan. I watch AEW, both shows. Sometimes Ring of Honor if I'm bored. Mostly put on in the background while like doing dishes or laundry. But yeah, my parents, my mom especially watches AEW, so it's like the one thing that we like both keep up with. We don't really watch like Netflix schlop. I don't watch the news. The news is lame. Drive you crazy. Mostly I keep up on Instagram mainly these days. Not a problem. Haven't thought about the characters in this for a while. It's trippy. No, I bet. Okay, so I guess I'll bring up... I have it, like, deep in the recesses of my Notepad app. I have... So the card for this show. Kenta Speedy and me for the Cruiserweight title, which we're seeing right now. CM Punk versus Kota Ibushi is after this. Oh, CM Punk is half of the tag champs. Lance is the Solar champion. Lance Uppercut. It's coming back. It's coming back. Omega versus Rollins is on this. Bowiz Lesnar and Mark Morgan or Zach Walker won the Vince Russo tag tournament. They're getting a shot at the tag titles. What else is happening here? Oh, we have Austin Dynamite, Hyphen the Impregnator. And Kenta pins me? He must have cheated. Kenta must have cheated to pin me, by the way. That couldn't have been fair. I'll let this replay go. Other than wrestling, what have you guys been watching, keeping up with, doing in life? You mentioned a degree, anything specific, or you just kind of do like a generic degree to get through? I'm not sure if it works differently in Ireland than it does here in the States. Here in the States, college is basically just a ploy to like funnel a bunch of money out of kids, make them like dependent on getting loans and keep them in debt and paying that back for years and years on end. It's how college works here. I don't know if it's the same up there, or if you're actually learning things. Kenta had a match recently. People were saying it was pretty good. I didn't watch it. It was against Inamura, who I don't know much about. Honors degree in marketing. And here going to university won't bankrupt me. Good. That is good to hear. That is very good to hear. Do I have the game volume too loud, by the way? I guess what have you guys watched? I can review some wrestling. Because, let's see. Blood and Guts. AEW had the Blood and Guts show recently. I can talk about that. What have I been up to? Mostly working. Maybe trying to start a little business. Maybe trying to start another channel, by the way. Maybe not a YouTube channel. Could be Instagram or X or Twitter or TikTok. I don't know. All this newfangled stuff drives me crazy. But it wouldn't have anything to do with wrestling. It would mostly be educational, trying to help people pass certain classes and certificates that I have. Mostly informational. I mean, like, I have my Snowball. I have a decent PC. I'd probably have to take care of this echo situation. Maybe buy a lighting rig. I have a nice whiteboard here, and I have all my content. But I got together with a load of friends to watch Mania, and we just shat on Night 2 the entire time. I have a bud that watches all the WWE like main shows. I don't think he watches the weeklies. Apparently the weeklies are like really bad. But he watches the pay-per-views and the special. They have a name for the special events. I forget. But he told me everything is bad except for like Cena has good matches sometimes. Like he's saying Cena Styles was great and Cena Cody was great. And he's a big Walter guy, as am I. I'm a big Walter guy. I'm very jealous of Walter. I wish he was in AEW. I wish he was on a show I watched. By the way, winner of this match is going to be wrestling Lance for the Solar Championship. Recently, I did co-commentary with Vince Russo on one of his videos. He streams on Kick, by the way. So I have done video game wrestling commentary in the last month or two. The stuff I look at WWE is fine, but I don't care that much. Yeah, I get it. Like, life hits you like a ton of bricks. But luckily, wrestling for me is like, I don't know. It's what me and my mom talk about, I guess. What got you in the mood to finish this up? Okay, yeah. So my PS5 exploded. There was like a thunderstorm, right? And the surge protector didn't work on my outlet, and it like fried my PS5 a couple months ago now. And I don't really play video games a lot anymore, so it wasn't really a problem. I still haven't gone to fix it. So one of the things I did recently though is I went back on my PS4 and was looking at it, and I had tons of footage saved up for this. That combined with the guy who used to be Vince Russo in the chat, he has his own thing going on, Hulk Hogan's mustache on Kick. He brought up, sorry about that noise. He brought up to me, he was asking me to go on his show and do commentary, which I did do once. I did get a little busy after that, and I haven't been able to help him do it again, but it was a build-up of that combined with me thinking about doing the more educational, completely unrelated to this channel stuff. I haven't decided if it's YouTube or Instagram. I probably don't want to be TikTok, the Chinese spyware. But hey, there we go. Kota Ibushi pins half the tag champs. And he will be facing Lance Uppercut at Fist Lane. So that's what got me thinking of the RUW universe mode. And the Finish the Story is a good name for the stream. Might as well bring it back. Bring it back and schlacked. I have considered other video game things I could stream. But I don't know if YouTube is a way forward. I think YouTube is kind of a wash for me streaming wise. I probably would have to switch to Kick like Vince does. And here comes Joe Dolph, of course. Joe Dolph trying to defend the honor of FUS. Tyler Flight, also known as Speedy. Dean Stevens, the Top Shagger, and Lance Uppercut, of course. Of course. So that's what's been going on with me and why I'm streaming this. Also, oh yeah, FUS, there you go. How could you forget FUS? Because it's very easily you could forget FUS. But Hulk Hogan's mustache. Let me message this guy. I'm gonna message Hulk Hogan's mustache. I'm just gonna say I'm streaming. I'm not gonna explain it too much to him. I'm streaming, by the way. Oh shoot, I see Stevens. God, I haven't played these games in so long. Me neither. There's a reason I'm still on 2K19. Also, this game, while I was looking through some of that footage, this game gives you some insane matches. Oh my. Like the new game, the AI is probably better. I don't know. They're probably more fun to play. But the match, if you just put AI versus AI, the matches are not great a lot of the time. So 2K19, I already have all this footage. I just have to stream it for, I can tell you exactly how many episodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 episodes. I have 6 episodes worth of footage to stream still. And then season 6 is done. And then maybe I'll do like a special episode after that where I would describe what plans would be for seasons after. But I probably won't actually do them. Because, you know, what's the point really? This does take like a lot of time, and that's what I appreciate about Hulk Hogan's mustache in the chat, who, like I said, I did do commentary with about a month ago now, I think, before my life got really busy. Again, I've been having to drive around my parents, or not my parents, my mom, because she didn't break her leg, but essentially she can't drive right now because of something like that. I'm glad Mom's doing better. She is doing better. Technically, I might still have to drive around sometimes, but I'm actually, for work reasons, kind of stuck, like, at my apartment all day. So I figured it was like a perfect storm of things that led to me streaming this for whatever reason. Finish the story. Oh, by the way, so on this stream, we will see Seth Rollins versus Kenny Omega. And we will see, Kenny Omega, of course, won the Royal Rumble in this season. And we will see Sting versus Cody Rhodes in the main event, the last match of the show. And there's, of course, Joe Dolph Schittler, the son of the Austrian guy with the funny mustache, and Joseph Stalin. I'll hop into a Discord call with you and commentate with you if you want later. It might not. I'm doing some GTA stuff. Yeah, you keep doing it. You keep doing you, because you'd probably have to explain to me how all that works, because I'm incompetent. Is how I'm gonna put it. So don't worry about streaming this one with me. Absolutely fine. I'm okay to do 80 minutes by myself. 80 minutes by myself is no skin off my back. But yeah, you would have to show me how to like stream off of Discord, including and onto my Elgato. I'm sure it's really simple, but probably not something you can just do in the middle of a stream. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I'm betting it ain't. Another thing is, I didn't know what to call the stream. I probably shouldn't call it 2K19. I might get rid of the WWE 2K and just call it RUW Season 6, Episode 96. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm worried about getting people to view it. That was a sick backflip, springboard. Oh, I was watching a delayed stream. Kota Ibushi's doing some crazy stuff here against Joe Dolph. We can figure it out. We can figure it out. I agree. I know, it's pretty crazy, but I'm here. And like I'm saying, the game plan is probably I will stream. Also, another thing to put this in my head was I got a notification on YouTube. Hyphen left a comment on one of my videos recently. And that's another thing to put it back in my brain. Combined with, of course, Vinny Rue. The glorious Vince Russo. Should have seen my shock at the... Dude, I can only imagine. I can only imagine, Dean. Hyphen the Impregnator. Hyphen the Impregnator, of course, is the Workhorse Champion. And he is set to face Mr. Knock America one-on-one for the Workhorse Championship at Ramblemania after that lie detector test, which is probably one of the funnier things we've done on the channel, or I've done on the channel, whatever you want to say. When you get the chance, you could probably go back and watch that. It was pretty funny. I'll never be able to top that. It's me, Vince Russo. Yes, it is. Hulk Hogan's mustache. He runs a successful kick streaming channel at the moment. He does some GTA. Don't send the top shagger away. Yes, the referee Mario Tamagotchi was the old one. This is Mario Tamagotchi's. Is this Hanlo Tamagotchi? I'm trying to remember the referee names now. That's either Mario or Hanlo. But either way, the referee throwing out the members of FUS, trying to support Jodolf here. I remember when Jodolf taught the FUS members leg submissions, and like there were multiple leg submission victories. Was that the first Shagathon? That might have been Isolation Desolation. Self-Isolation Desolation. Back in the RWF universe. I'm more variety, but GTA RP has been my main thing for a few years. I want to get into other games and do more TNA commentary with me. With me? That'd be nice. RP streams are on my back burner. So right now, I'm kind of stuck at my place. And I'm like, if I get a call, I have to leave and go help at work. So at any moment, I might have to stop the stream, which would be horrible and embarrassing, but it's like a gamble I'm making. And it's another that part of that is why I haven't actually contacted you saying I'm free again, because technically I'm not. I'm kind of free, I'm kind of not. RP streams are on the back burner. It says, I'm gonna call him Mustache instead of Vince from now on, I think. But hey, if you're okay with me maybe having to leave in the middle of the stream, then I can help you do commentary again. Is very happy to do it. Of course, I had to shake out some kinks. I wasn't completely on my game. And let's just do the shows late AF. It is very unlikely for me to get one that late, but it is possible. But it is way less likely. That's a good point. It would be awesome for me if I had work the next day. Great. And here we go, the main event of Roar. Not the stream. This stream is all 3 weekly shows, the Roar, the Showdown, and the Venom. But the main event of the Red brand is Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins. You know what I watched? I think it was shocked that PS4 is still working. Well, it's barely working. You guys can probably hear it right now. See, I'm going to mute myself, and you're going to see how quiet it is without the PS4 home. See, isn't that crazy how loud my PS4 is? Maybe you guys can't hear it as much as I can with the crowd noise, but c'est la vie. What have I done in the meantime? I've done a bunch of Spanish and Italian on Duolingo, so I can read them pretty good. I can't speak them. I learned Esperanto pretty good, so I can speak some Esperanto. If anybody knows that, probably not. It's a fake language no one speaks. But it was very easy, and it actually helped me understand the other 2 languages better. There it is, jumping knee. That's the knee that broke John Cena's nose. As far as wrestling review I can do. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I watched yesterday on YouTube. It was Tyler Black, also known as Seth Rollins, in a triple threat with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson on Ring of Honor. It went like 11 minutes. It was before they were all stars, I guess. I guess Danielson was kind of a star already. It was back in 2008 in Ring of Honor. They uploaded it on the AEW channel. It was so dope. It was cool to see. Great finish, by the way. It's just a really fun match. It's crazy how many of the best wrestlers on the planet right now are already like in their 40s. It's kind of embarrassing for the younger generation. They just lack something. I don't know. Like, isn't Will Ospreay already, like, mid to late 30s? One of the best on the planet right now. John Moxley, I think, is late 30s, too. Maybe in his 40s, I don't know. So glad TK bought Ring of Honor instead of TKO. Me too, dude. It's cool that All In is a big show. I like him running Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor isn't quite as comfy as Dark was, where Taz and Excalibur were just shooting the shite on commentary. But Ring of Honor's got some comfort factor as far as putting it on in the background. Maybe I haven't watched WWE main event in over a decade, but maybe that has the same thing. Or NXT, I don't know. I've been thinking there's a lack of younger wrestlers at the top. They just don't have it, bro. They just don't have it. A lot of them. When I think of younger guys that are great, they're still not that young. Like, I think of Swerve Strickland. I think of Hangman Page. They're not young either. I mean, they're younger than, you know, guys on top, I guess. There's like, dude, Dominic Mysterio's Nepo Baby. Like, WWE is the leather fetish Nepo Baby company. Like, I can't watch that. I'm not going to pretend Dominic Mysterio's talented. I heard he gets crazy pops, though. I heard he's, like, super over. And I haven't watched, so I don't know if that's true. But that's what I've heard. So, if that is true, good for him, bro. Good for him. I think Dom is. Like, good. He's Dirty Dom now. Like, good for him, bro. He's been to jail? Like, in storyline, you mean, right? Not for shoot. WWE. Like, isn't Gunter Walter's new name? Isn't he very old as well? Like, isn't he already 38? I shouldn't say very old, by the way. I mean, like, for an athlete. Like, Cody is on top, who we saw over a decade ago in WWE. Yeah, and Story. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dom is legendary. He's gone full Eddie. When Ray was cutting a promo recently on Dom, and he said Eddie, then Dom cut him off and said, I'm waiting a minute. Get my dad's name out of your mouth. There you go. Commit to the gimmick. You gotta commit to a good gimmick like that when you're like as untalented at wrestling as he is, you know? Maybe he's better now. I shouldn't talk so much garbage. I just remember watching him and being like, wow, this guy stinks. But that was years ago. So maybe I shouldn't be so harsh on him. I shouldn't be like, he lost a lot of weight too. Oh, good. Yeah, he did have a little chub to him. Which I have right now, by the way. I've actually gotten rid of some of that. I started going out for runs again. Feeling better, by the way. Going out for runs is so, like, it's so much better for my brain than the treadmill. Like, that's why I kind of gained weight, is like the treadmill is so boring. Like, in the same place for that long. When you actually go on a run to places, you feel good. There's something primal about it. There really is. Dom has quite good matches now. Good for him. And he looks like Eddie from the 90s now. Dom, my WWE guy was telling me he just lost the title to Cena. So that's pretty funny. Cena winning the title he's, you know, he was unable to win with no build. Crucifix pin here by Rollins. Unable to get the win. Kenny Omega will be wrestling for the Solar Championship at Ramblemania. Dom is putting Cena over. It's good of Dom to put over a young up-and-coming talent like John Cena. I heard there's I heard there's a tournament to wrestle Cena, which is pretty funny. For his last match. Which, is his next match his last match? No way. Is it? I haven't been keeping track of. By the way, one-winged angel, so unless the AI screws me over, that's it. There you go. Kenny Omega wins in the main event of Roar, and now we can get into Shakedown for the third of our stream. Are we about 30 minutes in, that means? That's pretty cool. See these fly by. I could do solo commentary. I'm just not very professional about it because I got my PS4 whirring. I got my squeaky chair that you guys can hear, my squeaky chair. My squeaky keyboard. My squeaky keyboard. Oh, I'm going to make some noises with my clackety keyboard. Very, very professional here in RUW, aren't we, folks? Uh-oh. There we go. So I can talk about so on Vince is running right now an alternate universe version of TNA where it didn't become WWE's bitch. I forget exactly when he said the split with the current timeline is, but there's some people alive there that, you know, maybe in our timeline aren't. Some people there that currently in our timeline are in AEW or WWE, but in his timeline, currently in TNA, he just, in a very Vince Russo fashion, had the Great Khali win his world title. in the main event of the show I did commentary with him on. It was pretty great. It's pretty great. I won't spoil the rest of the show, but I will say the Ultimate Warrior had the match of the night, in my opinion. I took all the dead people out. Oh, you did? Oh, you took them out of the graves, you mean? Okay. So here we go. And you can also watch Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle. Eddie Guerrero versus AJ Styles, who we see on in my company right now, taking on Feck. Feck and AJ. This feud has been going on for a while now, especially when you consider the 2-year hiatus I took. So this match, the winner of this match gets a shot at the RUW Tag Team Championships at Fastlane. The current champions, of course, are CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, the Dream Team. CM Punk won a match, a Battle Royale actually, where he got a title shot for any title he wanted. He chose the tag team titles, and he chose Bryan Danielson as his partner. Very smart, as he was world champion earlier this same season. And he wound up winning the titles with Danielson against Cinta de Oro, and Samurai del Sol. Formerly known as, who were they? They were Kalisto and Sin Cara. Not Místico Sin Cara. Can you remind me of the champions in RUW? Yes, I can. Okay. The current chat choice champion is me. By the way, a lot of these are going to get combined over time because I have too many. Chat choice champion is me. The tag team chat champions are Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So those titles are not for long for the world, by the way. Don't worry about them. Not that important. Kenny Omega won the Rumble. Randy Orton won the Money in the Bank, already cashed it in. Also known as the Executive Order Briefcase in the Royal Rumble. Miro, or Rusev, whatever you want to call him, is the Russian champion. All the Showdown titles, the Showdown brand, not long for this world, by the way. Kenta is the current Cruiserweight champion. The current SmackDown Tag Team champions are Braun Strowman and Riley's Monster. By the way, the Showdown brand, not long for the world. Lance Uppercut is the current Solar champion. That's our equivalent of World Heavyweight champion. It's the most prestigious title in the company. The Death Triangle are the Trios champions. Let's see. Oh, wow. Jimmy Uso is the current Universal champion. That's Showdown's world title, so not long for the world. Hyphen the Impregnator is the current Workhorse champion. Fidel Fidescar is the current Swedish champion. Not long for the world, as it is a Showdown title. Punk and Danielson are the tag team champs. Oh, yeah. So, Megan Blade, sister of Elizabeth Blade. Of course, they are sisters also of Austin Dynamite, you might remember. Owner of the, what is that, DCW was the brand? And he does a show called Paranormal. He still does shows, I think, to this day. But, anyway. Megan Blade is the current interim women's champion. After Ariane Sophie Jones went on hiatus, the current women's champion. She beat Kairi Sane. The Fiend is the current Venom championship. Bray Wyatt, of course. Vince Russo is brand Venom, still around. Who knows how much longer. But I remember specifically, Vince Russo told me, we're going to bring in Vince Russo, we're going to sign him to a paycheck, and we're going to put a bunch of zeros on it. So, hey, it worked out for Bray Wyatt as the Fiend, becoming Venom champion not too long ago from the vacant title. And right now, the RWF Grand Championship was hijacked and taken away by Hellcron. The Beast, the satanic figure himself, revealing himself back at Rising Sun way earlier this season, defeating Speedy for the title and eliminating the Flashpoint brand. But don't worry. I think we might have an update with that very soon. So those are all the champions, which is a lot. And there will be fat cut after the Showdown brand goes away and the chat choice titles go away. So I guess that's a quick little history conundrum. That doesn't make any sense. That wasn't very cromulent of me. So I apologize. The Infinity Belt, yes. Taken away by perhaps Satan himself, Helkron. There is no hope, by the way. Former rival of Hyphen the Impregnator. On the outside, that's Christopher Nelson, another member of the chat. The Asylum, of course, all members of the chat. There's the Destroyer, Feck, No Hope, and Christopher Nelson. They've had a feud with AJ Styles specifically, but also the rest of the Bullet Club. Who will defeat Helkron? I bet Vince Russo will. Well, we do know that in alternate universes, version of the belts were taken, and we do have a shot at getting the Grand Championship back from Helkron. It's up to see how it will be decided. Hint, on the next episode of Roar, we see what 4 men will get sent to hell to take on Helkron. And so the hell event will be right before Ramblemania. Am I going to call it the Hell? I'll call it Helkron's Realm, I think, is what it's in my notes as. If you don't get called into work, you want to hop in a VC call after the show and plan out some stuff for our TNA show. That's entirely plausible. And like I said, it depends how long this show goes. We could do it here, honestly. It depends if I run out of things to say. We're about 36 minutes in, and this we're almost halfway through the show. So I'm down for it. I really am. AJ Styles takes out No Hope. No Hope was the second ever Grand Champion. Defeated Johnny Gargano for the title. Johnny Gargano eventually became a member of the Federation 4. And then after that became Lil Jon, a sidekick of Big Match John, in Cena's version of the New World Order. Because every season, Vince Russo's Venom brand has a new version of the New World Order, it seems like. Cool beans. I'm going to be super unprofessional and go grab a yummy, delicious seltzer, which will take 2 seconds. Now, the real question is, if you homies want me to crack open this cold one in the mic, or if that's unprofessional. I've made the decision for you. Oh yeah. AJ Styles and Feck. AJ Styles, of course, former Grand Champion in RWF. Former Solar Champion as well. Won the title from Dean Ambrose. And then lost it to Hyphen the Impregnator before Hyphen's iconic reign with the RUW Solar Championship. Which I guess now has been surpassed by Lance Uppercut. I think Lance Uppercut has the most defenses in the title's history. It's definitely the longest reign thanks to the breaks I've taken. Feck going for the armbar. He's gotten many submissions from men with that armbar. Give me a hell yeah. I remember my guy having a load of belts once. Oh yeah, and our RWF. Was he like TV champion, chance champion, and tag champion at like all at the same time? I forget what it was. I remember Devin DKO, Devin Black, whatever you want to call him, who also ran his own brand. I think he still streams, actually. Is his thing called DCW? I forget. But he put his title on you. I remember that. I remember watching that stream. I was like, I'm so proud of my wrestlers going to other companies and winning. And by way of a draw, the Tag Team Championship match at Fist Lane will be a 3-way between the Bullet Club, the Asylum, and Punk and Danielson. And here we go. This is a #1 contendership match for the Trios Championships. Trios titles currently held by Death Triangle That's Phoenix, Penta, and Pac. It is the Hung Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, Nick and Matt Jackson against CMFTR, CM Punk, Cash, Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. Something like that. 3 or 4 belts at once, I think. That's crazy. And that happened naturally, I think. It wasn't like planned. It just happened for him. I wonder what Dean Stevens' best match is. I'm trying to think of Dean Stevens matches this season. He's teamed up with Rey Mysterio a few times. You had your own company, I remember, as well. Ricochet was the world champion, I think. You've teamed up with Rey Mysterio to take on like TM61. I remember that. Dean Stevens also had pay-per-view matches against Hyphen the Impregnator. That was an Impregnator versus Shagger match. Against Randy Orton, also, for the RKO versus the DNF. Just the benefits of a character with a sex joke at its core. Yeah. It worked for Hyphen, and I think Dean saw that and went with it. It worked. Dean Stevens, of course, a part of the iconic FUS trio. Hangman Adam Page, the current AEW World Champion, in there with CM Punk, the current World Champion, right? Is it? He's like the fake World Champion in WWE, right? The real one is Cody, and the fake one is Punk. Oh no! Rollins vacated it. I remember. I was told about this. It's all coming back to me now. I think Stevens was on a losing streak. I think he was. And then he's won. I gotta check. And I know how to check too. I'll go on the Discord and I'll look at some of the previous. Oh, he lost. So on my last show. No, it's not a fake belt. It's the Universal title. It's a rebrand of the Big Gold. Yeah, that makes it a fake belt. You get one world title per company. I'll tell you right now, if one day Tony Khan combines the AEW and the Ring of Honor title, and then he gets rid of the Ring of Honor title, but then a couple of years later he brings back a new Ring of Honor title, that's a fake world title too. But because he hasn't done that yet, it's still 2 real world titles. You can't unify them, make it undisputed, and then just bring back a new world title. So my friend was telling me Cody Rhodes is the current WWE Undisputed Champion. How is he undisputed if there's another world champion? That does not make sense. That does not make sense. That is quite disputed. Sorry, what was I saying about Dean Stevens? So on my last show, there was a reverse battle royale that ended in a draw. And Dean Stevens was thrown out in the battle royale portion of that one. Let's see. What else did Dean Stevens do? On the pay-per-view before that, Dean Stevens lost in the Elimination Chamber match for the Showdown World title, the Universal title. Oh, maybe Dean Stevens is on a losing streak. I didn't think it was like that. I thought he won some matches. Dean Stevens versus Zach Walker. Oh, yeah! Yeah, you were on a losing streak and then you finally won. I'm seeing it. You lost to Mark Morgan, to Zach Walker, the black kid in the chat that everyone made fun of. He beat you at like the pinnacle of your losing streak. Then you and Rey Mysterio won a tag match to earn a rematch for you, and then you beat him in the cage match. Aha! I know this because I'm going through on the Discord, the RUW RWF tab, and I scrolled up and I can see the cards because I posted them there. Damn Rambling, what did I do 2 years ago to put me on that streak? Hey man, I'm telling a story, okay? I'm telling a story about friendship. Hangman has been beating the snot out of CM Punk here. CM Punk, I talked to him before this match. He said he was scared. He was worried that Hangman would shoot on him. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to read some of these Vince ones. Punk's the champion IRL right now. What about the old school SmackDown versus Raw? Big Old versus WWE title. That was fake too. Triple H was a fake champion. Chris Benoit was a fake champion. That's not a real world title. I don't know. It's confusing. They've been doing it since they gave Triple H the Big Old in 04. I know. I agree. And I don't like it. Fucking Mark Morgan. Undisputed legend that man was. Hell yeah. Mark Morgan, of course, now teaming with Boaz Lesnar. They won the tag tournament that ended on my last stream. They will be wrestling for the tag team championships at Ramblemania. They're already locked in for that. Had more than a hint of autism about him. I agree. I agree. But it's all in good fun. Oh, you know, another reason I stopped doing these streams, I think, is because I like replaced it with... Like, talking to you guys is great, and I love it. But, like, the streaming part is a bit of a hassle. You know, obviously. And, I just started talking to my internet friends more. You know what I mean? The internet guys are almost always there. You know? But I consider you guys my internet friends, too. Kind of. I guess I haven't really talked too much. I've talked to Dean Flood. Have I think? I've heard him talk because I watched his streams. I forget if we actually ever talked 1v1. I'm sure we have. Now I guess sometime after this, Mr. Hulk Hogan's mustache is going to show me how to bring someone on board to do commentary for one of my shows. The winner of this match will be taking on Death Triangle for the Trios Championships on the next weekly show. Death Triangle won the title. They're the first ever Trios champions. They won the titles defeating the Holy Order in the finals of a tournament. The Elgato throws me off. Okay. Maybe I'll find a new way to stream. Not 1v1 in DMs or anything, but there was some activity about an AEW pay-per-view in Discord a while ago. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Hell yeah, it was a while ago. I'm excited for, this weekend is, Full Gear, by the way. They're doing Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page in the cage. Darby versus Pac. Brodito versus FTR. Fletcher Briscoe again. I'm excited for it. I wish there were... AEW is better than WWE in that WWE does the 12 pay-per-views a year thing. That would drive me insane. AEW's not that bad. But I still think it has maybe one or two too many pay-per-views a year. Maybe one. I don't know. Maybe get rid of Dynasty and like spread them out better. I'm not sure. There's just a little too many. Because they were doing fine when it was like 4 pay-per-views a year. It was still great. I get why they added more. More money. And hell, I buy them. Or my parents buy them. You know what I mean? I used to watch them illegally. But my parents want to buy them. I'll let them buy them. I get to watch it in HD. Cool beans for me. And the Hung Bucks get the win. Hangman, Matt, and Nick will be taking on Death Triangle. I miss you, Rambo. I missed you guys too. What did I use? I used to say the same thing at the end of every stream. Oh, what was it? It's like, I love you all, bye-bye, right? Thanks for coming, I love you all, bye-bye. Or something like that. I'll make sure to do it on this. We have yet another number 1 contendership match on this episode of Showdown. This time it's the main event. Braun Strowman one-on-one with Big E Langston. Braun Strowman is half of the current RUW Tag Team Champions. He has wins over the likes of Andrade and Roman this season. Roman Reigns, Roman Uso, whatever you want to call him. Big E Langston has wins over he squashed the current world champion, GB Uso, all the way back at Taco Tuesday, probably 3 years ago. Both these men, of course, deserving of a shot at gold. Big E, a former Universal Champion already. That's a cool touch, by the way. Like, actually adding Xavier Woods on the trumpet. Good job. Good job from Ukes back when they made this game. What is Ukes up to these days? Hopefully they're making a Fight Forever 2. And hopefully they're making a Fight Forever 2 where you can actually download wrestlers. I think that's what killed it immediately, by the way. Two things. One, the art style. The art style is, like, cute, but it's the kind of art style where it's like, this is not going to sell a lot of copies. Two, I can't download stuff online that other people make. Kill shot. Kill shot to Fight Forever 2. Adding the Battle Royale was cool, though. I will say that was pretty cool. The only thing, there's two things that are better about Fight Forever than the normal WWE games. The tag team matches are way better. Tag team mechanic, like, tag team matches, amazing in Fight Forever. And and you can do man versus woman, so that's fun too. Those are the only two things, probably. And it has better wrestlers in it, I guess, because for me, because I don't care too. The problem is, I would have to download so many CAWs of real wrestlers if I were to do this on, like, 2K25, because I do not care too much about the WWE wrestlers right now. Isn't Big E dead? I thought the story mode was cooler. Oh, yeah, it had a cool... It was cool how it followed early AEW. That's true. That is cool how it did that. Big E is still out. He's still injured, right? From when he was dropped on his brain. Dude has CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and Fight Forever. It has a crazy roster. Fight Forever has a pretty great roster. It's not perfect. I don't think it has Ospreay and stuff like that. Ospreay came in a little too late. Triangle choke here, elevated from Braun Strowman. Adam Shear, the Titan. He can't ever wrestle again. Oh, it's confirmed. So he's not even. He can't even come back. That's sad. Big E will be back, dude. It's really sad. Big E can't wrestle again. But I will say, I saw people, like, bullying the guy that injured him. Like, the guy that injured him recently also got, like, hurt, and then he got fired while hurt. And there's people like harassing him and saying he deserves it because he accidentally injured Big E. That's so crazy to me. The moments like that is where you gotta, like, consider. It's like, yeah, I'm a wrestling fan, but I do not want to be anything like most wrestling fans, because most wrestling fans are they're a little ridiculous, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, if you know, you know. Biggie taking down Braun. Braun Strowman's Superman tattoo, of course, erased in this game. It's pretty funny. Goes for the clothesline, a little glitchy. Biggie hits one of his own in the corner here on Showdown. After this match, I guess we're 2/3 through the show, because this is the main event of Showdown. Beaches have nothing else going on with them. Yeah, I barely interact with other wrestling fans these days. That's for the best. It's sad, because I love going to live shows, by the way. And AEW's been doing Texas a lot, which has been pretty cool, especially around where I'm living right now. Oh, I forget how long it's been since I've done this, but I moved from New York to Texas. You guys probably knew that, because I think I have streamed down here. I know I have. But anyway. Yeah, I love going to live shows sometimes. It's really like Russian roulette. If you get a bad seat at a wrestling show, it could ruin, like, the whole thing. And by bad seat, I mean you're surrounded by certain kinds of wrestling fans. My live sports fix has been going to watch Ireland play football matches. I just put your stream in my self-promo on my Discord. Thanks, bro. You're the man, man. Stinky fans. Yeah, stinky fans, laugh fans, awkward fans, just weirdos. Sometimes they're really cool though. Sometimes you go and it's like really cool people. It's so crazy. People complain about like small crowds, and I get it doesn't look great, but I went to a New Japan show here around Dallas a couple of years ago. It was not a big crowd, but it was by far the most normal crowd. There weren't like weird people there. You would think, oh, it's a Japanese wrestling show. A bunch of weirdos are going to be there. They were the most normal people I've ever seen. The New Japan show was the most normal wrestling crowd ever. And they used deodorant, and they were just normal people. Some people brought their kids. They were like normal people with normal lives. Meanwhile, I went to WWE, did WrestleMania here, and I got free tickets to go. Horrible show, by the way. The main event was like Roman and Lesnar. And after the match ended, my mom looked at me and she was shocked. She was like, "That's it? That's it?" Yeah, they not great matches. I mean, it was great for my my bingo card, my like bucket list. I got to see wrestlers live. I got to see AJ live. I got to see The Undertaker, Triple H, Vince McMahon. You know, just bucket list stuff. But dude, I went to the show. So many stinky, smelly Mexicans. Why can't some people wear deodorant? Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. It's insane. Go take a shower, bro. Got to see us win 2-0 against Portugal. Shit was lit. Ronaldo wasn't playing if you won 2-0. No way. I don't believe it. Dude, that Indian man in the crowd for the first show popped me hard. Got to go to WrestleMania. Yeah, I got to go to WrestleMania. That alone is bucket list thing. I've seen a WWE World Title change live and an AEW World Title change live. I can tell you which one was better. It was Hangman making Moxley tap out. That's it. The loudest crowd I've ever seen was at a WWE show. I think it was before AEW existed. It was up in New York at Madison Square Garden. It was a cage match between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Were wrestling Sheamus and Cesaro. It was crazy. Ronaldo was playing and was sent off. He's washed now, playing in Saudi. He's 40, to be fair. Yeah. Darn. I didn't know he was that washed. I know he was playing in Saudi Arabia, though. I knew about that. He's the GOAT to me. We're into my match. I'm ready for anyone. My name is Alex Jones. I am a sexual Tyrannosaurus. But, oh yeah, loudest crowd I've ever witnessed live was for that cage match. They were going nuts. Alex Jones is here. I think you forgot to switch accounts there. But anyway, but I digress. What are these crowns? Like number 1, number 2. What does this mean? Next to you guys' names. Top fans? There's XP? There's XP on YouTube streams? What's going on? Coming on over from Hulk Hogan Stash, community. Thank you, Bingy500. Your boy, Mr. Hulk Hogan's mustache, is one of the OGs here. One of my favorite viewers, I must say. Another one of my favorite viewers here is Mr. Dean Flood, also known as Dean Stevens. Thanks for dropping by, even if it's for a little bit. And you're witnessing Big E being cheated out of a win here against Braun Strowman. And we go to the time limit draw. The Universal Championship match will be Braun Strowman and Big E Langston in a 3-way with the champion, Jimmy Uso. And here we go on to the first match of our Venom show. It is Megan Blade versus Maria Kanellis. Of course, Maria Kanellis eliminated Megan Blade back in the Royal Rumble match, which led to this encounter here tonight. Time limit draw, Russo swerve. 2/3 of the match is on Showdown. We're time limit draws. Yes, sir. Christian Ricardo subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Mr. Christian Ricardo. I'm hoping... so it's been 2 years since I've streamed for anyone new to the show or just showing up. And recently I went through and I have so much footage that I never got to stream for my loving audience. I obviously used to be much bigger. Bigger, but maybe not better. Or maybe better. I don't know. What's more offensive? I don't know. I'm a social artard, so bear with me. The point is, I have 6 episodes left of the season 6 of my Wrestling Fed story. So I figured, why not at the very least finish it, do my at least 6 more streams, maybe a 7th, where I tell you guys, the viewing audience, what I had planned for later, so I can finish the story. Can't remember what show Stevens is on. Stevens kind of floats. He's floated ever since RWF ended, but he is mostly on Showdown. The way I split it was Lance on Roar, Dean on Showdown, and Speedy on Venom. Speedy gets to float too because he's Cruiserweight Champion. Or was Cruiserweight Champion, he just lost it. Because every brand has wrestlers that can vie for the Cruiserweight Championship, of course. But thank you, of course, to Mr. Mustache, the Big Stash community, of course. We're big fans of TNA, aren't we here, folks? Hulk Hogan's mustache. Prominent kick streamer. Preeminent, even. The GOAT, they call him. The Destroyer. Maria Kanellis here eliminated Megan Blade in the Royal Rumble. Megan Blade got to the final 2 of the Women's Elimination Chamber match, of course. Lost in the final 2 to her own sister at ringside there, Megan Blade. Megan Blade pinned Elizabeth Blade. Elizabeth Blade claimed she thought it was a 2 count. She didn't hear the 1 count. It was a controversial finish to the Elimination Chamber. But hey, they're still tight. They got that sisterly bond. Both women, of course, sisters of Austin Dynamite, who you guys might remember, runs his own show. TNA, Titiaz, and Asu. All this flattery will get you absolutely everywhere. I'm not sure what that emoji means, but in my head, it makes a oomph sound. So, that's what I'm giving you. Maria Kanellis' husband, Mike Kanellis, distracting Megan Blade as I made noises. XDDDDD. Mike Kanellis, of course, part of the Kingdom on Ring of Honor at the moment, with Matt Taven, his much more talented tag team partner. They played a pretty funny part in the MJF versus Adam Cole story, along with Roderick Strong. That's Maria's wife. Maria's husband. Yeah, Maria's husband. Mike. Oh, Mike Bennett. I called him Mike Kanellis. Why'd I call him? Oh, because that was his gimmick, yeah. I'm smart. I'm smart. I know things. Beautiful rumpus here on Maria Kanellis. Kick to the gut. Spinning brainbuster from Elizabeth Blade, who keeps being distracted by Mike Bennett at ringside. He is a very handsome man. I guess she might find herself infatuated. These things happen to the best of us. Hey, yo. Did you know that I am dead? And a pinfall victory after the gravy train from Elizabeth Blade. 63 minutes in the show, about 17 minutes left of action. I am so drunk down here. My body is blasted. In all seriousness, it is very sad that he died completely alone in a puddle of his own excrement. That is like the saddest way to go possible, and Scott Hall did not deserve that. I'm a big fan of Scott Hall. My body. My body. Big win for Liz. As we are getting to our next match of Venom. Venom, of course, originally started as Vince Russo's own brand. And his goal, I think originally he wanted Was it Goldust to win the title? But then he just didn't win. Like, I put him on like 100. I gave him 100 overall, and he just jobbed out like nothing. I forget. That was way back. That was years ago now, obviously. The first Venom champion, of course, was Bray Wyatt, and the current Venom champion is Bray Wyatt as the Fiend. And here we go, #1 contendership match for the Cruiserweight Championship held by Kenta, who cheated to defeat me earlier on this stream, back on Raw. It's me versus one of my minions, of course. That is Captain RWF. K-Rod. Sorry, I'm texting drunk. What, Vince? Scott, are you okay? Should we call a wellness check to Scott's humble abode? It's entirely plausible. Hey, yo. Do you know who I am? I am Scott Hall. We love Scott Hall, don't we, folks? Someone sent DDP to check on Scott. Do check on Scott. Meow. To correct doesn't work. I'm giving him a slow motion voice for some reason. By the way, I love the touch on me being a wimp. So I have a belt I can whip people with. I have steel knee pads and kick pads so I can cheat and kick people with metal. And I'm wearing a padded helmet over a wrestling mask, so I take less damage from strikes to the head. Very good touches on my part. Work smart, not hard. Too fucking drunk. Poor guy. Out of the corner into the sunset flip cover. Quick kick out by K-Rock. What a gimmick that is. We're all gimmicked up here on RUW. Here on Venom. The Venom third of the stream. Disaster kick completely misses from the captain. I'm surprised my voice has lasted this long. I don't know how I used to do this. Survey time. We're 67 minutes in. 80 minutes, and sometimes more, when I did the pay-per-view streams of talking to myself, and somehow I pulled it off. I used to be more talented than I am now. That I used to be better hydrated. And who came here to see RUW? And who came here to see Scott Hall? From the top rope. Oh no! Misses the 450. Well, I guess he hit it. On my knees. Serveway says 6 whole seasons, dear God. I know, I'm an insane person. Small package, quick kick out by the captain. Another one for the bad guy. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Something I've considered streaming is, like, as for non-wrestling, is maybe on Kick, I would make Jeopardy boards using Jeopardy Labs and, like, wait for people to join and just play Jeopardy with people for fun. Because I used to do that with my friends. We used to play Jeopardy. One of us would just stream it in Discord and the others would join and buzz in and all that. It is fun as heck. It really is. Out I roll to the outside. This guy's shooting on me. Now I've got to make him pay. He is my minion after all. Oh no. Tries to DDT me right on my brain. Luckily I got the padded helmet. Science rules. Hell yeah. Bill Nye Boy is here. And he's correct. I love Jeopardy. Bill Nye Boy? I'd agree. That's a good idea. What is Jeopardy? Oh, do they not have Jeopardy at all in Ireland? Jeopardy is the one, if you've ever seen the American Game Show, where it's a bunch of blue TV screens with white text and the prices on all of them inside, and there's category for questions above every row, every column. And every column and then every row is a different price, like 100, 200, 300 all the way down. It's usually 3 people play against each other. And the final question, you get to bet. No American game shows don't make their way over. None of them. Wow, that's shocking. They don't even copy them? I know sometimes Europeans copy them. And there it is, a big win for me with a small package. And I will get my shot at Kenta in a rematch from like Season 3 for the Cruiserweight Championship. I think we went to a time limit draw way back. So now I get a rematch for the title. And I will win. Because he cheated in that triple threat to pin me. My balls are itching bad right now. Big Bob, of course. A compatriot of Bill Nye, boy. And Scott Hall. And Vince Russo. And Hulk Hogan's mustache. And Alex Jones. Beep, beep. So it was Alex Trebek who was the host, and it's really iconic. I'm surprised you haven't even seen like a meme or anything of it, or they didn't like copy it. I'm really shocked they didn't copy it. You know what? I'm gonna count that as a title defense for me. I earned that. I'm gonna count that as a title defense. I make the rules here. Anyway, here we go, our next match. Sting coming out with Darby Allin will be taking on Cody Rhodes. The winner of this match will challenge The Fiend for the Venom Championship. This is a match Cody Rhodes has wanted his entire life, and he's earned it. Cody Rhodes versus his favorite wrestler, Sting. I've heard the name before, but I've never seen any of it. So this is the main event, of course. Both of the stream and Venom. I mean, I could put on like the first match from my next stream just to do it. Hey guys, I'm here to suck so cool. Amy Dumbass is here in the chat. Welcome, Amy Dumbass. Suck so cool. We love Amy Dumbass, don't we, folks? But I think with the sweat I'm accumulating, I think it might be a good time to end. I've heard the name before, but I've never seen anything of it. Thank you. You're welcome, Mrs. Dumbass. Miss Dumbass, I should say. There's the stinger. And here's the nightmare. It's been a while since I've seen you live. This dumbass in the chat is getting wet right now. Bro, it's me. It's me. It's Big D Cody. Cody Rhodes, of course, the current WWE undisputed but actually disputed champion. He won the title by defeating John Cena in a match everyone said I should watch, and I haven't seen yet. Back when Cody was a call and not in the game. Yes, of course. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Bennett, 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 Bennett. Adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, rock and roll. Skibby, skibby, deeby, deeby, deeb. The crowd is here. Amy'll blow. The crowd is gonna lose control. I did it all in something, something, something. My father's dead when I was younger. Let's see, when is Jericho showing up? Jericho actually doesn't show up much in RUW. Amy will blow. Whoa! She blew it all away. She blew it all away. You gotta love Amy Dumas and her blowing expertise. Dude, I'm assuming, I mean, we never know in AEW, but I'm assuming Hangman's going to retain against Joe. And if he does, I need Bobby Lashley one-on-one. with Hangman for the world title at World's End. Make it happen. Make it happen. It sucks because it's in 2K19. It's Jericho's last game. Well, I will say this. He is planned in something upcoming. Bobby has a BBC? How do you know that, Amy? Have you seen it? Oh, you have seen it before. Okay. I didn't know Bobby Lashley used to work for the BBC, of course, the British Broadcasting Network, or corporation. Or communications. I don't know. Bobby Lashley, a big Doctor Who fan. European uppercut from Cody Rhodes. Of course, this clash of two Europeans, Sting and Cody Rhodes. Waist lock. Beautiful German suplex by Sting up to the top. Darby Allin watching intently on the outside. Coming off a big win over the Dick Riders at Blood and Guts last Wednesday. Running forearm from Cody. Horror. That's such a bad tattoo. I cannot. Hey, Amy, how big is Batista's dick? Important question. Amy Dumbass saw Bobby's back in 2006. Waistlock attempted by Stinger. Cody fighting out of it. One of these two men will get the shot at Fist Lane, one-on-one, against the Venom champion, The Fiend. You think I kiss and tell? Good for you, Amy. Even though you just did kiss and tell about Bobby. It was 5 inches. Hey. Good for him, I guess. Thanks. Yes. Yes. We now know the truth about Batista and his schlong. His endowment, if you will. Cody avoids the waistlock once again with a bell clap into the clothesline. Cody looking for his finishing maneuver here. Will it be the Crossroads? Oh no! He's looking to kill Sting! Tiger Driver! He beat Malachi Black with this move. Takes some time to pull Sting away from the ropes. Cover here. Un, deux, no! Kick out from Stinger. Who I thought was retired. David is 3 inches soft. Batista. Thank you for that update. It's good to know. I need to upload the lie detector test separately on this channel when I think about it. I said I was going to 2 years ago and I never did. I'm not a liar. Stinger Splash! Cover him. Stinger Splash. It's over. Devastating maneuver. The Stinger Splash to Cody Rhodes to pin the world champion of WWE. No. Sting, of course, retired from AEW as half of the tag team champions with Darby Allin back at Revolution years ago against the Young Bucks in a really fun match. Kind of a garbage match. A mud show match, if you will. But a very entertaining one. Kick to the back. No sold by Sting. He's going to sell that one, though. Oh, never mind. Sting! Treating Cody like a jobber. No selling his offense. Cody had enough of it. A big slap to the face of Sting. Sting refusing to sell for long. Back up to his feet. Kick to the back of the head. Sting has never been world champion here in RUW before. Looking to change it. Hits the Scorpion Death Drop on Cody Rhodes. And gets the win. And the Venom Championship match is confirmed for Fist Lane. Sting. Bray Wyatt. The Fiend, if you will. The Friend. So we have the card for Fist Lane 3 confirmed. It will be Jimmy Uso versus Braun Strowman versus Biggie Langston in a 3-way for the Universal Championship. It will be Kenta versus me for the Cruiserweight Championship. The Holy Order will take on the Federation. #1 contendership for the Trios titles. Holy Order, of course, is Chris, Devin, and Crusader Craig. The Federation will be Ziggler, Rollins, and Claudio Castagnoli. The Fiend will take on Sting for the Venom Championship. Speedy and Dean Stevens will team up for the first time in a long time against Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega. That's right. Ibushi will take on Lance Uppercut for the Solar Championship. If Ibushi wins, it will be Ibushi versus Omega, one-on-one for the Solar Championship at Ramblemania. If not, Omega versus Lance. And the main event is a revolver match, a TNA specialty, now here in RUW, between Randy Orton, Andrade, El Idolo, Jey Uso, Peyton Peace, Xavier Woods, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and the Monkey King. He's got a gun, says Hogan's mustache. Well, I will say this. Thank you for coming to the stream. Gonna get my team DQ'd. Why would you do that to poor Speedy? Let's see. Let me remember what I used to type. Hey, look, it's Carl Anderson! Never forget the Carl Anderson active shooter arc. Let's see. I think it was TY Fu. Let's do that. Let's do all caps, by the way. Appropriate amount of L's. I think that is what I need to say. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. Bye-bye. And hopefully it won't be another 2 years before the next one. It won't be. I already know it won't be. I can't promise consistency, but I can promise it won't be another 2 years. Thanks for coming, especially you two. You guys are MVPs of the stream, obviously. Dean Stevens, Hogan's mustache. See you in 2 years. No, seriously though. I'll talk to you later, Mr. Mustache. And I love you all. Bye-bye. How do I end the stream? Oh no.